My front wheels, the ones I'm basically using for my rollers, have very high offset, which basically means the face is very close to flush in the front, unlike those which have a very low offset. So what that means is that this is I think a 40. It's usually listed on one of these numbers here, and I believe it's a 40. What that means is that basically the bag required more clearance than that. So my airbag required higher clearance because it was rubbing here, which is not good. So what I had to do was I picked up these 15mm spacers, which is pretty high. I think I could have gotten away with like a 10 or a 12, but I just don't want to deal with it. I just want to be one and done. You have to be careful, guys, when you guys run spacers, to make sure you get enough thread for your lugs. So make sure you order a kit. And the best thing about buying this kit is that they compensated for the additional length that you need for the 15mm, which is about a ½ inch or so. All right, so when it's all said and done, so like I told you, this is about a ½ inch spacer, and that's what it did with that wheel. So it pushed it pretty much all the way to the edge of the fender. So it's right even with the fender. So yeah, but I have a choice because these are, you know, I'm not gonna send my car to get painted with those wheels on it. So plus I have to rebuild those, so I'm just waiting for the lips to get here to rebuild those. All right, so let's go ahead and roll these fenders. As you can see, there's a little poke out here. So I've gone ahead and set this up. It's gonna have to go on the second one, so I still have to set this part up. Let's drop this a little bit. All right, so I don't recommend you guys get as reckless as me, but because this car is gonna be painted, as you can see here, I'll show you real quick what that looks like. So you see the lip? So you slowly work it. You gotta be careful with your paint because you can crack it. So you gotta be very delicate. So that's basically how you use this. And there we go. And that's all there is to rolling your fender lips. So I got, this paint is in better health than I thought. Normally they crack, so you should heat this up. I didn't, because obviously I need body work here, and my body guy just basically said, hey, roll your fenders, get your wheel fitment on, right? And then we'll worry about the body work. So almost done here, and then we'll repeat on the other side. Stay tuned. There you have it. So wheels back on. Let's go ahead and get this off the jacks, and let's tear it out. Let's see what it looks like. Front and back, even with the 15mm spacers, you can see that's how far she goes down. And there's room there to go lower, but not really because of the liner and the hood and this corner here on the fender. All right, so some more goodies got here. I got the clear markers here. They spray painted those black, and I got these in LED. It's hard to tell. Well, there you go. They look yellow. That's where I want to replace them. So I got those brand new. So let's go ahead and swap those, make sure they work. Before I give this feedback, I really should wait until I paint the car, but I need to know that they're gonna work. So let's get started. All right, so that's interesting. You basically pull the bulb out of the socket here and then put this into the socket. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and test that. Yep, there you go. There you go. Let's turn it on. Alright, there you go. So that's the new one. Now let's swap this one out. Yeah, this one works the same exact way. You gotta plug in the into the bulb socket and then screw it in. So let's go ahead and put this one here. brighter. And there you go. So, not bad. So, yeah, just repeat on the other side. We know these are working. So, they're working. Let's go ahead and take these back out until the car gets painted.